Alright guys, and welcome back to episode 53 of this Tottenham Hotspur career mode on FIFA 19. So last episode, let's just remind ourselves of what happened. I think it went an up-down episode again? Maybe? Possibly? Started with Carabao Cup, didn't we? Which we drew in regular time, but won on penalties. And, oh no, we started with the home win against Middlesbrough. It weren't an up-down episode, no. It was actually a good one. Yeah, we won all three games, didn't we? 2-1 win at home against Middlesbrough. We won on penalties, I believe, because of the epic penalty miss against Arsenal in Carabao Cup, and finished with a 3-1 away win at Brighton to round that episode off. So we got the league points we wanted, and it took us back up into second. Yeah, I vaguely remember now. Yep, that shows you what my memory's like. So we are going to start today's episode with our second game in the group stage of the Champions League. We are playing Roma. We'll follow that up with a home game against Southampton, and then possibly the international break there, and 2 weeks after that we are away at Leeds. So again, games you should think that we could pick league points up in, but I'm not going to jinx it too much because we have struggled against some teams. We also had a very, very important email that I have already looked at. That's right, Kylian Mbappe has returned from injury and can return to first team training. I don't know whether I should play him or not. I really don't know whether I should play him or not in Champions League, because he's not going to be fully fit, is he? Where is he? There we go. Yeah, he's not playing yet. He's still not fit, so he'll still be on bench for Champions League. Not even be on bench for Champions League, but it's nice to have him back from injury. Kylian Mbappe will be returning to the team very soon. For now though, let's move forward then and get ready to play Roma in Champions League, shall we? See, this is what I'm talking about. He's not ready to play, but he's telling me that he's okay to play and that hopefully I'll start him in next game. I think I might stick him off bench and give him like a few minutes at end of game, as long as we're not like losing. Maybe if we are losing I should bring him on at end of game. I don't know. I'll put him on bench. Either way, it is an important game that we've got against Roma, and we need to pick up the points, don't we? Let's see if we can do just that. Champions League football returning to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the third season then. And we start with basically a full strength lineup. We have got Mbappe on bench, as you can see. We have also dropped Eriksen just to play Messi in cam. Just switching things up a little bit. Roma's team: Rufia in goal, Pellegrini, Rafinha, Santon. I wish they wouldn't move so quickly with graphics on this. There's Balotelli up front. We've got Under, Sharawi, Rafinha, Pellegrini and Zonzi. Maguire? Is that Harry Maguire up front? In defence, sorry, for Roma. That's really funny if it were. Hazard onto Alba, getting on attack already. There's Kane. Looked to thread Son through, but it were cut out. Dele Alli, Jordi Alba, plays Kante through. Here's Ali again, finds Messi. He's going to go for a shot. Ooh, that can't have been far off. How far off was it? That's the question. Alright, we're swinging away from goal, weren't it? Yeah, it were quite far off in the end. And Jordi Alba just stepping up, dealing with that. David De Gea knocks this upfield, picked up by Hazard. Threaded through middle. Here's Kane. Looking to feed Messi off in first place then. Oh, how did we not score then? That were a cracking save. Thought as soon as we turned that back in box, should have probably looked for pass to Kane. We're convinced as soon as that went in box, like a cross box, that were going in. Rufia, big save. Messi. Ball cut out. Here's Alba. Fed through middle to Kante. Knocked on for Ali. And Ali tackled under pressure. He stayed down. It looks like he were getting back up. Oh, we give that away in a daft spot, haven't we? Well done, Kimmich. Knocked upfield quickly, but Rafinha cuts that header out. El Shaarawy. And that's a long range shot from Balotelli. Who does he think he is? Messi. De Gea. Kane heads it down. Kante. Son. Knocked on for Messi. Can we get the cross in? And it's headed away at back stick again. Oh, just over from Messi. Roma putting pressure on a little bit. Starting to get into this game in second half. And Fazio got his head to it. Here's Hazard. Don't lose the ball. Eden. What you doing, mate? Oh, well done Dele Alli, though. And deflection on through ball. Stopped it in its tracks. Under. Back to Santon. That were a horrible shot from Enzonzi. Roma are rallying in this second half. Ball crossed in. Headed out by Messi. That'll should go for a throw. It's El Shaarawy to take the throw. Finds Balotelli. Skips past his man. Don't get it boxed though. Dele Alli clear that, and there's the ref's whistle. That is half time. It's all square at the break. 0-0. Jordi Alba somehow managed to lose him, and Kante didn't bother tracking with his own player. Well done, Skriniar. There's Messi. Dinks it over at top for Kane. And the shot from distance. It doesn't matter, he were offside. Oh no, he weren't. I thought the flag was saying that he were offside. It was just saying that it were a goal kick. Son couldn't pick it up though. Falls to Rafinha, who manages to get inside. Shot over from El Shaarawy. No, it's not gone over. It picked up a deflection. Cross comes in then from under. Son heads it away. Kane should have picked it up against his ex-Tottenham teammate, Fazio. Well done, Harry. Well won back. And then he does that. Is it back again? Knocked on. Here's Messi. Son stopped making his run just as I played the pass. I was hoping that he would go off at top. Oh, well done, Eden Hazard. It's Kane. Plays it in behind for Son. And there we go. That is one. That's what we want. Son Heung-min in off at top. Hit on counter. Great goal. That was just a nice little counter-attacking move. Kane with that killer through ball. And Son, top corner more or less. He's on fire in real life. And he's on fire in this at minute. Getting sunny. We are making our first sub at game. Messi's going off and Eriksen coming on in cam. Pellegrini, Shaarawy, Balotelli on for Nakajima. Oh, he's letting him get past. Oh, that went far off from Balotelli. There's Pellegrini. Almost at the point where I want to commit a foul just so Mbappe can actually get on the pitch. Under, gets past his man, floated in. Oh, and they've equalised. It is Nakajima. It's floated to back stick. That was just poor defensive work, that weren't it? That cross comes in from under. Skriniar's challenge, nowhere near. Should have done better. Defensively, it should have definitely done better from that. De Gea just flaps at it. Well, on the bright side, I suppose it does mean we can confirm the 2 substitutions that we've made. And here is Mbappe, his first touch up ball. Kimmich. Mbappe again. Here's Eriksen. Looks to get a cross off and falls to keeper. Oh, Koke. He went for a pass and it's cleared by Pellegrini as well. Will be a throw to Spurs. Here's Son. Eriksen. Challenge from Eriksen. Koke from distance. Rufio with a great save. Going to put this right in centre. I'm going to get his head to it. We are, but it's over from Kane. Well done, Kimmich. Couldn't keep order it though. And crossed in. And over by under. That's a funny sentence to have to say. De Gea, lump this upfield. Ref's whistle's going to go any minute. It looks like it's going to be all square. And there we go. There it's ref's whistle. It is all square at full time. It ends Tottenham 1, Roma 1. Well, we might not have got the win, but it were nice to see Mbappe return for his first match in 2 months. I can't believe he got injured in like first game of the season. Might never even been first competitive game either, weren't it? Like Charity Shield that he got injured in. Kylian Mbappe returns, and hopefully he'll start contributing goals, and we will start rising up that Premier League again. We have dropped down to 3rd. There we go, looking at standings. We are 2 points behind first. We are 3 points in front of Southampton, though, when we play them next. So, hopefully, that's a good sign. I was right, it is international duty weekend after this game. So, players are probably going to come back a little bit tired, but hopefully, a lot of the squad will get to rest. Let's see then if we can grab 3 points against Southampton, just to make that gap between us a little bit bigger. Spurs line up then, we start with De Gea goal. It is Wan-Bissaka at right back, Sanchez, Skriniar and Alba rounding out the defensive 4. Midfield 3 of Kante, Eriksen returning and Dele Alli, and it is a top 3 of Mbappe, Kane and Hazard. That's a scary good top 3, innit? Southampton start with Forster in goal. It's Mabara, Hoyt, Vestergaard and Tierney in defence. There's Rabber, Armstrong, Classy and El Yunusi in midfield, and a top 2 of De Jong and Sanabria. And is Sanabria in behind. Skriniar's chasing. Ball comes in. De Gea, make that yours. No, it's over everybody. Is it going to stay in though? It is. De Jong picking that up. Ball falls to Kane. Oh, Armstrong well tackled. Eriksen picks it up though. Oh, tried going off at top looking for Hazard. There's Dele Alli. Knocked on for Eriksen. Classy could see that. Dele Alli should have been on that. And Skriniar having to come out from behind. Well done, De Gea. Didn't ask him to come out for ball though, so it's troubling when they do. There's Wan-Bissaka going forward. Right back with pace, as we know. Mbappe beats his man. Goes for a dink pass, and well done, Christian Eriksen. Top corner. What a goal. What a build-up. It were all started by Wan-Bissaka, but Kylian Mbappe beating his man, getting turned, little chipped pass to Eriksen, who heads it down and volleys it back at net. What a goal from Eriksen. On half volley. Nicely done, son. Hazard, throw to Alba, through middle to Kante. Out to Wan-Bissaka, who keeps it in. Finds Mbappe. Kane. Oh, great block by Vestergaard. Gotta be wondering how that weren't two. Kante. Skriniar loses it to De Jong. Well done, Kante. Showing great strength. Dele Alli. Hazard. And that is 2. And it's Eriksen again. Eriksen on the double. Have we got an hat-trick coming here for Christian Eriksen? This is more like the kind of football that I want to play. Nice flowing, passing football, finding space. Eriksen cropping up in a bit of space in middle as well, doing really well to find that gap. Get in, Christian. Sanabria. El Yunusi finds Classy. El Yunusi getting some space. De Gea punched away. And that's out to Hazard. Can we get a nice quick counter on here? Oh, Dele. Couldn't keep it. Here's Rabber. Out to Tierney. Looking to get forward. El Yunusi. Rabber again. Sanabria. El Yunusi crosses it in. And De Gea punches that away. Could another counter be off here? Let's try again. Ball from Eriksen. Cut out. But Jordi Alba picks it up. And Hazard is in behind. That's definitely not offside. But ref. No. Well, alright, fair enough. Kante, well won. Back to Eriksen. You know what he's going to do? Oh, off the post. So unlucky. Kante. Oh, cut out by Vestergaard. We are in injury time. Going to be 2 minutes to play. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Trying to play Hazard in then, but Mubara got to ball fast. Here's Kante. On for Eriksen. Are we going to get 3 before half-time? No. Forster with a great save. Will be a corner, though. One more chance to make it 3 before half-time. Can we get on? Ender it. Oh, we could. It was Kylian Mbappe. And Kante went for a shot that were blocked, but the whistle had already gone. At the half-time break, it is Tottenham 2, Southampton 0. You'll not be shocked to learn that I've made no changes at half-time. It's Armstrong to De Jong. We are doing well. I didn't want to change things when we're actually playing really good football. And I know there's the school of thought that it's only Southampton we're playing, but Southampton were in 4th, 2 points, 3 points. Yeah, no, 2 points behind us. Or 3 points. Yeah, it was 3 points behind us. Oh, Kante did well to get the block, but that weren't great defending. Well done, De Gea. Yeah, like I say, I know it's only Southampton, but they're only 3 points behind us and in the top 6. So maybe it only being Southampton is an argument that doesn't work. Well done, Kane, to win that. Is Hazard, holds it up, through middle for Kante. Kante looks to find his French national teammate, who sets Wan-Bissaka in behind. Can he get the cross off to back stick? He can, but we can't get up above. Here's Kante. Wan-Bissaka tried looking for Eriksen. Should have probably gone for somebody else. We're at the hour mark and we are making subs. Kane's going off and Ali is going off. It's Timo Werner and Adrien Rabiot coming on. We've got quite the French contingent in this team at the minute, haven't we? With Rabiot, Kante and Mbappe. Here's Tierney. El Yunusi. Armstrong picks it up. Finds Sanabria. Gets past Kante. Big block by Sanchez. Rabiot knocks it on for Eriksen. Werner stopped making his run. I think it's because he's set to be a target man still, isn't it? Playing Kane's role. That's the problem. Or Mbappe to Wan-Bissaka. We need to change things up. We need to set Werner to get him behind. How did he keep on of that? I know he is set to get him behind. Well, that's weird. So we went to make changes thinking that it was set as a target man for Kane. And it turns out it's set to him behind, getting behind anyway. So why did he stop making his run? That's frustrating. Classy. Great block by Skriniar. And Wan-Bissaka puts that out. Gabbiadini has just come on as well for Southampton. Ball comes in. Headed away by Sanchez. Got, well, Werner's upfield, but nowhere near where the ball ended up. And it's with Tierney. 75 minutes played. Here's Sanabria. Boufal. Armstrong. Classy. Southampton coming back in this. And Mbappe with a foul. Southampton got Classy over the ball. And it's played short and nearly tricks the defence. De Gea with a good save from Gabbiadini. Corner for Southampton. They are rallying in this. We need to make sure that we don't ship goals. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Falls to Yoshida, and it's all the way through to David De Gea. Knocks it upfield. Finds Werner. And that's offside. Sorry, Chris. No hat-trick. He's put it in net. But no hat-trick for Eriksen off that play, at least. Slightly too late. Here's El Yunusi. And Sanchez and Skriniar combining. Eriksen pumps it upfield looking for Hazard. Finds him. And Mbappe just couldn't get in box before Tierney. Mbappe going to get the full 90 though. After coming back from injury. Oh, what a challenge from Armstrong to dispossess Rabiot. And there we go. There's ref's whistle. It is all over. It ends Tottenham 2, Southampton 0. And there we go. That's much better. I mean, we are still down in third because it looks like Manchester United picked up a win. But we have made the gap much bigger between us and fourth place. It's now 5 points in that, although Huddersfield are still to play, so they could close that back gap again, looking at the table. We're not going to worry about what all the teams have got to do, though. We're just going to move forward and play the third and final game of this episode. And here we go. We have got past the international break. We've got lots of players thanking me that have got no to do with first team at all. See, Fazliu, Arp and Foray all thanking me for putting them in team, and I haven't done. Oh well, you're welcome, I guess. Anyway, let's play Leeds and see if we can make that gap even wider, shall we? We are still chasing Liverpool and Man United. We've got 30 games left to play, so plenty of football left to do it. Leeds United line up then. It's Blackman in goal. Back four of Ayling, Alvarez, Janssen and Douglas. Phillips sat just in front of that back four. That is Mbula, Ideguchi, Saiz and Alioski in behind Roberts up front. We make a fair few changes. It's De Gea in goal. Kimmich returns at right back with Sanchez, Skriniar and Shaw making that back four. It's Rabiot, Messi and Ali in midfield, even though Eriksen scored 2 last game. And it's Mbappe, Kane and Hazard up front. Looked to feed Messi through them, but it went to Kane instead, and it's knocked away by the defender. Is Mbula. They've packed the midfield, Leeds, with this lineup. It's 4-5-1. Going to make it difficult to get through, and that mistake from Rabiot, what it nearly cost us then. Roberts pin. It weren't Rabiot. Well, what it then? Great save though by De Gea. Luke Shaw. Down wing for Mbappe, who for some reason has swapped to this left-hand side. Crossed in by Mbappe. Oh, what a save from Blackman. Yellow card for an earlier challenge from Ayling, apparently. Try and put this right in middle. And Blackman comes out with a two-handed punch. Here's Hazard picking it up. Falls to Rabiot on edge of area. Skriniar. Kimmich. Kimmich challenged. Roberts picks that up but puts it out for a throw. Sanchez takes the throw. And that'll be another throw. Oh, it's a Leeds throw this time. Messi didn't control it. Headed down by Skriniar. Picked up by Hazard. Oh, Ali lost control. Didn't know where he were. His positioning weren't great. There's Yusuke. Ball sent down the wing. And wow, Roberts, all that space. Oh, Skriniar, what were that, mate? And that's in. Leeds have scored. That is shocking defending. Skriniar's awful pass is what did that then. Did it come off a defender? Did it pick up a deflection? No. Just a good goal from a tight angle. Saiz to take. Outswinger. And that's David De Gea's. It is. And he were fouled anyway. A yellow card. That seems a little bit unfair. All they did is go up for header. But, okay. I would have preferred to just get play going again and try and hit on counter. And there is the half-time whistle at the break. It's Leeds United 1, Tottenham 0. Hazard. Oh, Saiz cut that one out before we could do out with it. Dele Alli, Mbappe, Eriksen. Dele Alli went for a long-range drive and it is blocked. It will be a corner. No, it won't. That, what? That came off a Leeds player. Kimmich, not the quickest of players. Trying to beat his man down that wing. Ball crossed in. And De Gea needed to pull off a good save then from close range. Will be another Leeds corner. And Mbappe is the one that heads that upfield. Alvarez to Ayling. All done. Sanchez falls back to Saiz, and the shot then were poor. Pump that upfield, and it's Mbappe that gets order it. It's nearly took out. Looks to get the cross off. Oh wow, Eden Hazard. That was shocking. Expect much better from a player like Hazard from that range as well. 6 yards out and he puts it about 15 foot over. And that is going to be his last action at game as well, because he's going off for Son. I'll not think of that game with happy memories, will he? Sabiki looks to get his cross off and Kimmich gets the blocking. Another corner for Leeds. 68 minutes played. Ball comes in. Dele Alli plays a short pass to Kane in a risky position, and Janssen picks it up. Fortunately, it's a defender, and the shot goes about a mile wide. There's Janssen under pressure. Gets it upfield. That's gone out for a throw. Mbappe. Throw to Sanchez. There's Rabiot. Forward to Kane. Eriksen. Looks to find Mbappe. Can do. Come on, Son. And there we go. Son with the equaliser. Leave it to Sonny to rescue things. Scoop up that ball and get back to play on. Mbappe, the one that created it. I suppose Eriksen actually might be the one that created it. We got lucky that Kane's shot took a deflection off defender and put it in Son's path. And then it came off at keeper's arm as well. But lucky goals are still goals. Kane can't get on his head on that to knock that down for anybody. Zambula. Aylin coming forward again. Sanchez. Out wide to Kimmich. On for Mbappe. Oh, that's gone out for a throw. No, referee's blown the full-time whistle. It's ending all square. Well, we nearly lost. Fortunately, we pulled equaliser out of his arse when Son Heung-min got us a goal. That should have been way more comfortable than it were. Leeds won, Tottenham won. That was disappointing. Not quite as good as last episode with 3 victories, but I suppose at least we didn't lose this episode, so that's one thing. But yeah, I'm so disappointed, especially how well we played against Southampton in game before. Still, a lot of football left to play and a lot of the season to go before we round out this series, so we will not get too down just yet. As you can see, next episode does start with Champions League action again, but that is going to come in next episode, because for now, guys, we're going to leave this there. If you enjoyed it, make sure you twat that thumbs up button and twat that subscribe button to keep up with content on channel, including this series and the Sheffield Wednesday career mode. Social media links are all in the description below. Feel free to follow me. And other than that, guys, cheers for watching, and as usual, I'll see you next episode.